Our Earth is enveloped in a delicate yet vital layer of gas we call the atmosphere. This thin blue line, visible from space, is all that stands between us and the vast, inhospitable void beyond. This gaseous shield is far more than just the air we breathe. It is a complex mixture of nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and other trace gases, each playing a crucial role in sustaining life. It is our planet's life support system, a silent guardian protecting us from the harsh realities of space. Without it, we would be exposed to the vacuum of space, cosmic rays, and meteoroids. The atmosphere shields us from the sun's relentless radiation, keeping our planet at a temperature suitable for life. It filters out harmful ultraviolet rays, allowing just the right amount of sunlight to reach the surface. Like a warm blanket on a cold night, it traps heat, preventing extreme temperature swings between day and night. This greenhouse effect is essential for maintaining the delicate balance of our climate. The atmosphere is also the stage for our weather, the wind, the rain, and the storms that shape our planet. From gentle breezes to powerful hurricanes, it drives the dynamic systems that nourish our ecosystems. It is a dynamic and ever-changing entity where the processes of photosynthesis, respiration, and evaporation are all interconnected, creating a delicate balance that sustains life. It's a complex and interconnected system where every breath we take connects us to the very essence of Earth's life-giving embrace. The atmosphere is not just a layer of gas, it is the breath of our planet, the pulse of life itself. As we go about our daily lives, it's easy to take this protective blanket for granted. Yet it is this very atmosphere that allows us to thrive, to explore, and to enjoy the beauty of our world. Scientists around the globe study the atmosphere to understand its complexities and to protect it from the threats of pollution and climate change. Their work is crucial in ensuring that this life-sustaining layer remains intact for future generations. From the arid deserts to the lush rainforests, the atmosphere supports a myriad of climates and ecosystems, each uniquely adapted to their environment. It is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of life on Earth. As the sun sets and the stars appear, we are reminded of the vastness of the universe and the preciousness of our fragile atmosphere. It is a gift, a protective blanket that we must cherish and protect. By taking steps to reduce our carbon footprint, planting trees and supporting renewable energy, we can help preserve this vital layer. Together, we can ensure that Earth's protective blanket continues to nurture and sustain life for generations to come. Imagine, if you will, a world without the comforting sound of wind rustling through trees, the gentle whisper of leaves as they dance in the breeze, or the soft hum of nature that fills the air. Picture yourself standing in a forest, surrounded by towering trees, yet there is no movement, no sound. The leaves hang still as if frozen in time. Or envision a serene beach where the ocean lies unnaturally calm, the waves no longer lapping gently at the shore. The rhythmic sound of the sea, a constant companion to beachgoers, is conspicuously absent. This is the eerie silence that would engulf our planet if the atmosphere vanished. The world, once filled with the symphony of life, would be reduced to a haunting stillness. Imagine walking through a landscape devoid of sound, where even the faintest whisper of the wind is missing. Sound, the very essence of our auditory world, relies on a medium to travel, and that medium is air. Without air, conversations would be reduced to silent gestures, and the bustling noise of city streets would be replaced by an unsettling quiet. Even in a soundproof room, the absence of air would render any attempt at communication futile. Without it, the world would be shrouded in an unsettling quiet. Parks, once filled with the laughter of children and the chirping of birds, would become eerily silent. The absence of sound would create a void, a palpable emptiness that would be felt by all. The absence of air would have immediate and catastrophic consequences. Breathing, an involuntary action we take for granted, would become impossible. The struggle for air would be immediate and desperate. Buildings, no longer supported by the pressure of the atmosphere, would begin to collapse, adding to the chaos. Birds, their wings no longer able to find purchase in the void, would plummet from the sky. The skies, once filled with the graceful flight of birds, would become empty and lifeless. The absence of air would strip away their ability to soar, leaving them grounded and helpless. Airplanes, those marvels of engineering that rely on air pressure to stay aloft, would become nothing more than grounded metal birds. The airports, once bustling with activity, would turn into graveyards of abandoned aircraft. The marvel of human flight, a testament to our ingenuity, would be rendered obsolete in an instant. The atmosphere acts as a planetary sunscreen, absorbing harmful ultraviolet radiation from the sun. This protective layer is crucial for life on Earth, as it filters out the most dangerous rays that can cause severe damage to living organisms. Without this protective shield, the sun's energy would bombard the Earth's surface, scorching and sterilizing everything in its path. The intense radiation would not only harm living beings, but also degrade the very soil, making it impossible for plants to grow. Imagine the sun's rays, no longer filtered by the atmosphere, bearing down with unrelenting intensity. The relentless heat would dry up water sources, leading to widespread droughts and desertification. The temperature would soar during the day, turning our planet into a furnace. Cities and landscapes would become uninhabitable, with temperatures reaching levels that could melt infrastructure and cause severe health issues for any living creatures. But as quickly as the temperature rises, it would plummet once the sun sets. The absence of the atmosphere means there would be nothing to retain the heat accumulated during the day. Without the atmosphere to trap heat, the Earth would experience a dramatic temperature drop at night. The warmth of the day would dissipate rapidly, leaving the surface to cool down to freezing temperatures. The surface would cool rapidly, causing temperatures to plummet far below freezing. This rapid cooling would create an environment where survival would be nearly impossible for most forms of life. This extreme temperature swing between day and night would make life as we know it impossible. The harsh conditions would prevent the development of stable ecosystems, and the constant stress of temperature fluctuations would be too much for most organisms to endure. The atmosphere, therefore, is not just a shield but a vital component that moderates our climate, making Earth a habitable planet. The oceans, covering over 70% of our planet, would not be spared from the catastrophic effects of losing our atmosphere. The pressure exerted by the atmosphere on the ocean's surface keeps water in a liquid state. Without this pressure, the oceans would begin to boil. However, this boiling wouldn't be like heating water on a stove. The vacuum of space would cause the water to vaporize rapidly, creating a dense cloud of water vapor around our planet. This vapor, while initially insulating, would eventually escape into space, leaving behind a much shallower and ultimately frozen ocean. The immediate effects of losing our atmosphere would be devastating, but the long-term consequences are even more dire. The lack of oxygen would quickly asphyxiate any remaining life that requires air to breathe. Animals, from the smallest insects to the largest mammals, would perish. The once vibrant ecosystems that blanket our planet would be reduced to silent graveyards. Forests, meadows, and coral reefs would become desolate wastelands, devoid of the life they once supported. The complete disappearance of our atmosphere would trigger a mass extinction event unlike anything Earth has ever experienced. However, life in some form may find a way to endure. Deep within the Earth's crust and in the depths of the oceans exist organisms that do not rely on oxygen for survival. These extremophiles, as they are known, thrive in environments that would be lethal to most life forms. They might be the last bastions of life on a world stripped of its protective atmosphere. The thought of Earth losing its atmosphere may seem like a scene from a science fiction film, but the reality is that our atmosphere is more fragile than we might think. Human activities, particularly the burning of fossil fuels, are releasing harmful greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. These gases trap heat, causing our planet to warm at an alarming rate. This warming is disrupting weather patterns, melting glaciers, and threatening the delicate balance of our planet's life support system. The Earth's atmosphere is a precious and finite resource that we must protect. We can all play a role in reducing our impact on the environment by making conscious choices in our daily lives. Reducing our reliance on fossil fuels, embracing renewable energy sources, and supporting sustainable practices are crucial steps in the right direction. The Earth's atmosphere is our collective responsibility. It is the legacy we leave for future generations. By understanding its importance and taking action to protect it, we can ensure that our planet remains a vibrant and hospitable home for all living things.